by every indication, the Confederation of African Football could have a new president after its elections in March next year. That's after FIFA's Independent Ethics Committee banned incumbent President Ahmad Ahmad for 5 years over corruption and abuse of office allegations. Ahmad has said he would appeal against the ban, but many do not see him coming back. CGTN's DejiBadmus has more in that story.
When he was elected president of the Confederation of African Football in March 2017, it felt like the dawn of a new era for football on the continent. Gone was the era of the old brigade, symbolized by this man, Issa Hayatou, who had before that historic March election been at the helm of CAF for 29 years. The entire continent and beyond looked up to Ahmad for the birth of a new CAF, where the corruption allegations that trailed the Hayatou era was going to be confined to history. But it now seems the continent expected too much and was hasty in placing confidence in Ahmad. 3 years into his presidency at CAF, the Malagasy football administrator has now been blown away by the very same issues his predecessor was accused of: corruption.
This is a disaster that has waited to happen because as far back as last year, June, when Ahmad was briefly arrested by the French gendarme on allegation of fraud involving a French farm. Then we knew that something big was in the offing. And this was a man that has been accused on many fronts. First, within the CAF secretariat, he was accused of sexual harassment of staff. And also, he's been accused of misappropriation of funds, embezzlement, and also spending CAF money to send people on pilgrimage.
Before the FIFA hammer fell on him, Ahmad had been seeking a second term of office, announcing just weeks ago that he had secured the endorsement of 46 of the 54 football federations that make up CAF. And so from being a front-runner in the election schedule for next year, he's now out of the race, unless, of course, he succeeds in getting his ban overturned by the Court of Arbitration for Sports.
That appeal may not be heard until after the election of March 12 next year, because there are long-standing cases within CAF that they have not handled. So if we have lots of cases that have not been heard, I don't know how his own is going to be given expected hearing.
I doubt if he will even be able to clear his name, because before you can even go to the Court of Arbitration for Sports, you must first be made aware of the full grounds of your ban, and that usually takes up to 60 days.
With Ahmad now seemingly out of the way, the race for the presidency of CAF is now among 4 candidates, with one of them, Patrice Motsepe of South Africa, considered as the new frontrunner.
Motsepe is probably the only candidate without any issues surrounding him. First and foremost, he is a club owner and he has made his own money through very clear means. Everybody knows he's been a miner in South Africa and is the 10th richest man in Africa. So he does not even need financial support from anyone to be able to finance his own election, unlike others who will probably be seeking for assistance here and there. And he appears to be the one that will probably cut across all the divides.
Come March 12, when the CAF election will hold in Rabat, Morocco, there's a chance that football administration on the continent may have a clean break from the past and a billionaire sitting at the helm, navigating CAF out of the turbulent waters has been stalking for ages. DejiBadmus, CGTN, Lagos, Nigeria.